Hi. Oh, I would have shaken your hand, but you're already busy. You got the ships. I am Lisa. Nice to meet you. I'm Kaylin.
You're the
Designer showroom sales manager. Yes.
Everybody, this is Kaylin.
Hi, everyone.
And he is in charge of all showrooms with designer focus.
Absolutely.
And he's going to give us the background and everything else. And Kaylin, take it over.
So I am so excited that you're all here. You're going to be in for a treat. How many of you are familiar with Schonbek and Modern Forms just off the top of your head? Okay. Well, many of you are going to leave with more information and more inspiration. So let's start specifically with Schonbek. This is a brand that has been around since 1870. With Schonbek, it encapsulates everything known to man as it relates to crystal. So the benefit behind using Schonbek is we are able to cater to every level of clientele because we offer 3 distinctions within the catalog. We offer Schonbek Signature, Beyond, and Forever. Signature is a more traditionalized approach to fine crystal. So when I'm referencing Signature specifically, consider something like this. This is a beautiful piece called the Old World. Now, you might have more of a modern design in your home. Know that we have those fixtures as well. If you could right above you, this is the Beyond collection. So you're going to see that more streamlined LED integrated lighting, still fine crystal. And lastly, we offer Schonbek Forever, which is jewelry inspired. How many of you love jewelry? Everyone. Okay, perfect. So throughout the presentation, I'm going to highlight a few fixtures within our 2026 collection. Feel free to chime in if you have any questions. Again, I want this to be conversational. We're really excited about our 2026 collection. I cannot wait to show you more. Starting off right here, this is the Camilla. The Camilla was originally launched last High Point. It was so well received. That being said, one of the reasons why I like this is because it offers that customization. You are able to pre-select the blossoms in comparison to the metal frames. Now keep in mind, Schonbek has been around since 1870. We are already known for our crystal offerings. This year, we're really wanting to focus in on the metal frame so you could see the level of detail. We gain inspiration consistently through our natural garden-inspired collections, and we have done extremely well with that. So you're going to always see certain nods within Schonbek of its garden-inspired pieces. My personal favorite is the gold with white. This is a beautiful piece. It's very timeless. It's going to be a very delicate piece. What are your thoughts on this? You like it? Perfect. Moving right along. Keep coming, keep coming. Now, this is the Catalina. The Catalina is a very sophisticated piece. Within this, you are also able to receive a collection. You have a gracefully contoured arm. Now, if you look closely with this piece, notice you see the fluted design in the shade. This is not fabric, this is glass. So you get premium design when you're using Schonbek. You have the beautiful polygon drop. It comes in an array of finishes. Keep in mind, anything that I'm going to show you today, notice that or know that it can be customized. Anything that you have. With that being said, again, you're going to see this as a collection. It comes as a wall sconce. I believe 5 distinct finishes. This is going to be featuring our Schonbek Signature collection. So remember I mentioned signature, so you're going to receive that traditional to transitional design. Perfect. Moving right along. Get you over here a little bit. Now this is the Led Zeppelin. Now, the Led Zeppelin was inspired by the aerodynamic elegance of the Zeppelin. The reason why this has been a big seller for interior designers and their clients is because it's really going to give you the movement needed for any space. I particularly see this over a dining table. Look at the Radiance Crystal Dust Diffuser. You see that beautiful design. It also comes as a collection, as a flush mount. Various finish offerings. Again, look at that heirloom bronze detailing. You love it? Okay. Moving right along. So again,
All 2026.
this is all 2026.
Okay.
all 2026.
How often do you launch new lines?
Every year.
Once a year or twice?
Once.
Okay.
Once a year. Now, this is the Tamerlane. This is inspired by old world glamour. This is a very historical piece. Again, look at the level of detail in the chain. You see that intention shown. You have that beautiful polygon drop. Again, my personal favorite when it comes to finishes is the heirloom bronze. This is going to be a great seller for Schonbek. As it relates to the cast pieces, remember I mentioned about those premium materials. The cast pieces are imported from Italy. This has been so well received throughout the entire show. Does this work for your projects? I'm curious.
I was wondering, I had a question
Yeah.
about the purple stones that are dropping off of that chandelier. It's so pretty. I've not seen anything like that.
Absolutely. So with using stones, know that you can customize whatever color you prefer. So this is going to be called the Hamilton Rock. Within our 2026 collection, we've also introduced three colored stones, three colored crystals. You have amethyst, black diamond, and olivine. What's your personal favorite? You like the purple?
I do. I mean, that's kind of our brand colors, is that those pretty purples and pinks. So
Okay, later today we're going to take this down. We're going to hand it over to... No.
I'm taking it home.
You get a chandelier. You get a chandelier. You get a chandelier. Yeah.
I had a feeling called to me.
It was speaking to you.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
So
Yes, it's
let me paint the picture. Let me tell you why Schonbek is the go-to brand. We found that designers don't want to be shopped around. So we offer a custom channel. So anything that you see can be customized. If you have your own conceptualized drawings, send that over to us. We have worked with designers to create exclusive collections. So that way, whenever you're working on your projects, you could immediately make sure that no one is going to have those pictures in their home, aside from your clients. So again, there is no limitations with Schonbek. Moving right along. A little bit closer, a little bit closer. Next is featured is the Annaberg collection. The Annaberg was originally shown as heirloom gold. Now it's featured in the antique nickel. One of the reasons why I like this is because it is a very structural design. Now, when it comes to modernized design, a lot of our end users could be a little bit weary of using crystal. And so we were aware of that. So with using the Annaberg, you have that structural design. The crystal is intentionally meant to mimic an icicle. It comes as a collection. Just beside the Annaberg, you can see the beautiful wall sconce in black. Very structural. Clean, sophisticated. This is an easy sell. Again, this is going to be one of the most popular pieces within our 2026 collection. And as it relates to the Ralph Lauren inspired piece, remember when I mentioned the gracefully contoured arm of that fluted design? Here is the Catalina wall sconce. I love it. Moving on to the Roma. Now, when we are considering creating a collection, your feedback matters. We always want to make sure whenever we are releasing a new collection that we're hearing from the market what you guys need, your preferred finish options. And so with that being said, this is an extension from last year's success. The Roma was originally shown as a flush mount and as a wall sconce. It was so well received that our artisans created a pendant. You see the beautiful chain details shown in aged brass. Look at the intricacies in the crystal itself. This could easily be either in an entryway or anchoring a kitchen island. One of my personal favorites with the signature collection. Okay, you're gonna get this next.
I love it.
Ali, well played.
If you say you love it, you have to buy it. I'm just saying. Now, keep in mind, we're just not focusing on crystal with Schonbek. You do have the option of utilizing other premium materials. Even in our previous collections, we've even utilized leather. One of my personal favorites is, for example, the Atomic. You're still getting that crystal element, but just look at the design. You need that form and functionality into the space. It comes in 2 finishes, aged brass and antique nickel. Again, very structural. I love this. I personally want this in my office space. This is a beautiful design. Keep moving along. This is going to be, again, conversational. Next up is the Tarina. Now, the Tarina is a great seller mainly because you have that triazurate crystal. This is a very structural collection. Within this piece, you're able to receive a pendant, a wall sconce. It comes in, I believe, 6 distinct finishes. Beautiful design. And as we move over into the WAC home, this is going to truly transform your space. Now, how many of you are familiar with tunable lighting? Okay, none of you. Oh, you are? Okay. So let me just tell you, WAC offers a smart home technology that allows you to transform your space with just a click of a button. Now, it's very clear that the emotions that we invoke matter into a space. And so I'm going to give you a brief demonstration. Notice this space and see the transformation done. Now, one might ask, why do you need tunable lighting? So my response would be, you have relaxation to meditation, from focus to entertainment. Can you imagine walking into a spa with 5,000 Kelvin? You won't have that happen. Imagine, and usually from a historical sense, tunable lighting has been deeply rooted on the commercial spaces. So even for me, when I think of tunable lighting, I consider hospitals, movie theaters, skylines. But what we found is influencers, designers, they want that accessibility into their home. And WAC Home is that solution. So feel free, take as many videos, pictures of this particular set in itself. You're going to be truly inspired. This is a great technology that we have integrated. My personal favorite within this space is going to be the poplin. Let me turn it back to white. So the poplin is from our Modern Forms collection. Now, I'm going to touch on Modern Forms even though we're in the Schonbek realm right now. Modern Forms is an all LED integrating lighting system, or not lighting system, but lighting collection in itself. The reason why I like the poplin is because it provides that hardback fabric aesthetic. I also personally like fluted design. You again see that intention of detail from the metal chain. You have that fluted design that's shown in aged brass. It's just a soft look. Next up is the wraparound. This is with Schonbek Beyond Collection. This gives the movement that's needed for the space. One of our most premier crystals that we offer is Radiance Crystal Dust. And so you just see the fine particles in itself. Look at the cut of the design. It's shown in aged brass as well. My preferred finish that I'm going to usually show you is going to be aged brass. It's done extremely well. By a show of hands, in your home, how many of you use aged brass as the go-to finish? Okay. What about antique nickel? Antique nickel.
That'd be a second, yes.
That'll be a second. Okay. See, aged brass is selling. I love that warmth. And like I said, imagine having that aged brass in your home. Now, keep in mind, this could be too low for you.
Never.
Now, watch how I enhance the lighting. Now you're in your spa. You just got off of work. You're in your pajamas. You're watching Grey's Anatomy. You know, you're seeing Christina Yang work in, which is one of my favorite shows, with a glass of wine. So again, this is going to be transformational for your spaces.
So what's required to put this system in your home?
A credit card. No.
No. Technologically.
So you're going to have a gateway to access the decorative fixtures in themselves. If you're wanting it to be connected with Wi-Fi, you then have to have the WAC app, but it all can be done with the gateway. And depending on the square footage of the home will be contingent on how many gateways are needed for the space. So,
And it's
exclusive to your lighting.
Correct.
Okay.
But it works with a lot of smart applications. So if you have Alexa or Google Home, yes. Any other questions? Okay. So do you feel familiar with the WAC Home from this? Okay. So I should expect some of these fixtures in your home. I want to see the video footage. Make sure to tag me. Okay. Moving right along. Now, when we're talking about modern design, we're wrapping up the signature. So remember, signature is very traditional crystal. As it relates to modern, we have Schonbek Beyond. One of my favorite pieces within the Beyond collection is the Bergy. Again, direct response from our end users, you, designers, influencers. They have consistently called on certain collections to be expanded. And we are listening to you guys every day. And so the Bergy was created from last year's success. It was originally shown as not a flush mount, but it was originally shown as a wall sconce. This year we have a linear pendant, we have a round pendant. Again, you see that beautiful striking design, very modern. This is going to lend itself to my home. So I adore this collection. Moving on to one of our most populars is the Solitude. This is a very striking design. This is from last year's success. Again, you're going to have aged brass, black, and you're still getting that crystal, but notice how you're seeing that more streamlined approach to design on the lighting fixture. Next, another personal favorite. This is the Jounce. The Jounce was from last year's success. It was originally featured in black. Now it's shown in aged brass. It reminds me of a baguette and a wedding ring. Again, you have that feature shown on a round pendant. Still crystal, still Schonbek, just minimal. How many of you are interested in like Beyond? If this is the collection for your personal style?
I mean, I consider myself Beyond.
Okay. Okay. I love to hear it. Love to hear it. Well, again, this is going to be the Beyond collection. Lastly, let me just do a quick wraparound of our Forever collection. I just want to make sure that you have visibility into all three categories within Schonbek. Lastly, Forever. This is jewelry inspired. This is intentionally going to be meant for those curated spaces that really want to provoke the ideal conversations. For example, you could see these pieces either in an entryway, in a powder bathroom. This is going to be the Serenity collection. You have that customization feature either on the rope itself. And again, remember, anything that you're seeing with Schonbek can be customized. If you're wanting this on a multi-light with one canopy, this can be done. Lastly, here is from our new 2026 collection from the Forever. This is the Love Lace. Featured in Radiance Crystal Dust. It's on a beautiful chain detail. It's featured in the front room, so you can only imagine the responses that we receive on the Love Lace. It's featured in black, but I've seen it in aged brass. Beautiful design. One space that I could see this in is above a dining table, in a living room, even in a bedroom, really, depending on the sizing of the wall. Now that wraps up Schonbek as a collection. If everyone come in. Oh yeah, you want to talk about Inspire? Bring it, start talking. So I'm going to transition to Meredith for a brief moment to discuss about something really exciting about our customizations.
So my name's Meredith. I'm going to bring you over to the customary over here. Kalen's already mentioned it a bit, and he's talked about the crystal columns here, many different locations. I want to show you something really exciting that's new for us. Janelle, do you want to show us the Inspire app?
This is Vanna White. This is my Vanna White.
Yeah, so you can take products from our standard running line on here and create an account with us.
Hold on, let's position it this way. Can everyone see?
Yes.
Okay.
You can actually take a product on here and start to customize it yourself. So we do, a ton of customizations through Schonbek as well as through our other brands within the WAC group product lines. And if you go to my design section, so anything that you'd like to save, you can send it in for a quote request for us. But you can see we could take like the Macklin fixture, put it in an all black finish with black crystal, doing a custom of like the infinity column over there with some baronet trim. Another customer came in for the other day on that, you know, and dropping it into environments. So you can combine your rendering images of the projects you're working on, drop the lighting in there as well. You can also put standard product images in there to kind of complement the custom piece you might be working on. So it's a really nice tool for you guys to kind of see quickly, do you want to pursue this? It's a good conversation starter for us to see if it's a go, no go, and then we can kind of, you know, design whatever you guys are needing to be built.
So let me tell you why this is important. It keeps the conversation going. You know, you don't even have to be working on a project in itself. However, if you know that you're wanting to see your vision come into reality in real time, consider the WAC Inspire app. It is really going to be transformational. Like Janelle mentioned, you could always send us your personal images of your home or your current projects. You could easily say, hey, I see, like I think you mentioned the, what is this? The Hamilton. And you said, who mentioned that they like the Hamilton? Okay. So you're wanting the Hamilton, but let's say you're wanting the Hamilton in green crystal. This would be the app that would make that distinction. Now, I'm going to take it a step further. You're wanting to see this in your client's home. You would send us that image, place it into the Inspire app, and it will literally generate that crystal offering in your client's home, and you could send that over to them and keep that conversation going with that designer. Or it could be your friend, a family member, whomever. This is going to be a game changer for everyone.
It's huge. It helps us sell in the dream.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A lot of times people don't know what they're looking for until they see it. So this is a really powerful tool. They'll say, I want something that's inspired by cherry blossoms or vines. And we're like, okay, that could look
at that.
So many different things. This helps you get to an image and say, do you like this? Do you not? Where are you going with this? And we have a starting place.
And the goal,
And it's fun to play around with.
right. And the goal is that we could workshop this together. At the end of using Schonbek and its capabilities, I want you to remember that we are meant to be a trusted resource for you guys. So if there is ever a concern or challenge in conceptualizing what you're wanting, know that you have that access to us. We could workshop it together. I mean, literally, you could send us a photo of the sky. We'll send you 5 renderings.
Yeah, nice.
So,
It's amazing.
yes,
You're like,
Definitely come back and play around. You can
please do.
see what happens.
Please do. So as we transition out of Schonbek, we're going to move into the modern form side. Now, how many of you are familiar with modern forms? You keep raising your hand. I love you. I love you. Okay. So modern forms is an all LED integrated lighting collection. Now, when you're considering modern forms, one thing that I want you to consider is premium materials at an attractive price point. Within modern forms, we've integrated natural stone from basalt to travertine to Spanish alabaster, and most recently we've introduced white jade. I'm going to show you briefly a few of my personal favorites within modern forms. Starting from our 2026 success is the Trixie. This is a very playful pendant. This is done extremely well within the design community. It features that 3-dimensional light shown in gold leaf. We are considering expanding this piece. I personally love it. How many of you like gold leaf? Okay. One person likes gold leaf?
I mean,
Okay.
my favorite color is grass, so.
We're aligned. Okay. Moving forward, whenever I mentioned about natural stones, and I just recently mentioned white jade, I'm going to show you something from our 2026 launch called the Sylvester. The Sylvester features white jade while also showcasing our new brass finish. This is called burnished brass. So you have that patina, that organic essence that's needed from design. One of my personal favorites as well, this is a very substantial piece. The scale of this is 24 inches in diameter. As we transition on, we have the ballerina that has that beautiful fluted design. You see that champagne and smoky glass. This is also a new finish from the Modern Forms collection called Vintage Brass. As we transition on, here is the Gatlin, a very sizable piece. You have that upward and downward light. It comes in two finishes, or the two finishes that's paired within this piece is black and antique nickel. But again, as we're talking about those natural stones, you're going to see a variety of natural stones, from alabaster. Another popular favorite is the Lorelei. Look at the distinction in the striations of this stone. So again, premium materials, attractive price point. The reason why Modern Forms stays continually successful is the fact that this could be integrated into any client's home. If you are working on tight budget, please consider Modern Forms for your next project. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. As we move on, I want to show you a quick demonstration of WAC Home from the Modern Form side. If everyone can come back here. Look at this scene. Notice again, we are talking about transformational design. This is from our 2026 collection. Now imagine this in your dining room. Imagine it in your bedroom, living room. Again, Modern Forms is going to be the go-to brand for all of your projects. I just wanted you all to see how, in real time, how that tunable lighting can be done. It's one of my personal favorites, this particular vignette itself. I think it's very capturing.
Is it like doing it based on your voice, or is there
No, I wish. It would be doing that all day if that was the case. No, we have it timed. So one of the benefits behind using WAC Home is we offer circadian rhythm. So you have that natural setting, so it's that internal clock. So morning, evening to night, the light will truly change at your disposal.
we won't compare it to anybody else, but I get it.
Okay, okay. Now, as we're beginning to wrap up this tour, I just wanted to show you a few more pieces. Now, a piece that I have loved since viewing it last year is the Perel. The Perel was, again, a direct response from you, from all of the positive feedback that we have received. This is shown as a draped jewelry necklace or pearl necklace. Within the Perel, designers and users have requested this to become an extended collection. And so now in 2026, you now receive the flush mount, or not the flush mount, the wall sconce. Very beautiful. And you're also able to receive it in two distinct sizes. This is a 47-inch diameter, and I believe this is a 36. Two finishes, aged brass and antique nickel. Again, just imagine that natural element inside of your home and how it's going to relax you. We are in the business of curating conversational collections. So anytime you are using Schonbek and Modern Forms, know that that conversation is going to be had. As soon as someone sees it, that's gonna be the point of contention in the living room. So as we move on, you're entering again into those natural stone elements. Remember I mentioned basalt and travertine. For all of those who are not familiar, basalt stone would be this versus the travertine, which is the beige. It's volcanic rock in itself. These are going to be some of the spotlights that have USB-C port, ideal for bedrooms. Again, you have that on and off toggle switch. The Okimo, which feels as though that it's floating in the space. Again, you see that fluted design in the metal, and not the metal rock, but the stone itself. Everything is very intentional with Modern Forms. Now, if you need any fans, which I'm sure you do, consider our Modern Forms fans. We don't stop on just luminaires. You are able to still receive those natural materials even in our fans themselves. Come closer. What type of stone do you think this is?
Alabaster.
See, you're walking away with an...
I'll take it. So much going on.
We're just giving away it all. So Right. So that's what I'm saying. You're getting those premium materials. You know, we are making sure that we are in front of the ball. We're always considering new innovations. Even with our Modern Forms fans, we've integrated a new finish. Carve is one of my personal favorites. Again, this is going to be shown in a white oak. We have a honey oak. You have that customization feature at your discretion. Please consider our fans for your projects. They have been highly received by our end users. And
lumen output too, up light and down light. They're functional, great quality in aesthetic and functionality with the technology, and they do work with the WAC as well. Yeah.
Is there any questions about anything that we went over from Schonbek to Modern Forms that I can elaborate on or clarify? Okay. If not, I expect to see all of this in your home. I am so glad that you've taken the time to meet with me. Again, I am Kaylin, the designer showroom sales manager for Modern Forms in Schonbek.
At what you do.
Give me a hug.
Truly.
Okay. Thank you so much. I am so glad to have met all of you. Thank you. And Meredith. This is my road dog. But thank you. Feel free to browse. Again, if you have any questions about any of our collections, I can go into further details. But welcome.
If you want to let us know your favorite photos or your favorite pictures, I would love to get a photo of you with your favorites. Sure.